What's good with y'all, collective? I'm going to be doing another read. Going to be doing a love message for today. It's going to be a lot better reading here. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe button. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and do a love message for the day. See what's going on for June of 2024. What do we have for love messages for June of 2024? We have King of Pentacles reverse. So what do we have for love messages for June of 2024? Holy Spirit, Father God, what do we have for love messages for June of 2024? Love messages for June of 2024. High Priestess reverse. Pisces energy. King of Swords reverse. Somebody ain't too happy about something. Somebody ain't too happy about being lied to. Page of Pentacles reverse. What's up with these lies, man? Like, man. Okay, so there's someone that you may not be talking to with the Page of Pentacles reverse. Let me go ahead and pull the whole, do the whole spread. There's somebody that you're not talking to with the Page of Pentacles reverse. That's the opposite of messages. Three of Cups reverse. We have the Six of Wands reverse. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Moon card. 9 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Devil reverse. Strength card. Cancer. Leo energy. Capricorn. 5 of Wands. 6 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. With the King of Swords in reverse here. So what I'm getting here is, collective, there's a situation where you're secretly trusting your intuition that something is not all that it seems. Because I'm getting that there's not really a third party type of situation here. And you may be keeping that secretive to yourself. There's someone that still has secretive feelings for you and still feels like they need to fight for you with the 5 of Wands. And they're also doing this secretly. But the illusion is, this may come across as like a third-party situation, but it's not really a third-party situation. I'm also seeing this individual not entertaining anything over the media with the 6 of Wands reverse. This individual, it knows intuitively that you have detached from them and you're moving on. That's what I'm getting here. There's someone that definitely feels left out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles energy. Someone feels left out in the cold because you're also not falling for something, because your intuition is very strong. Some of you could be a Cancer that this could be resonate with, or a Leo or a Capricorn. There's also an energy here that knows that you have no problem with being single with the 9 of Pentacles. I see some of you out there not being involved in any type of love connection right now, to be honest with y'all. Because you don't have the time for these illusions. That's what I'm getting here. You don't have the time for illusions. With that the Moon card and the 8 of Swords. Nah, not everybody out there is going to be in this energy right here, like doing spells and stuff like that, love spells, trying to keep you connected to them, etc. Not everybody's going to be involved in that, but I'm going to tell you right now, brother, majority of how things are going in these times, this is what's been done secretly with the Moon card and the 8 of Swords. This is what's been done secretly, and a lot of people are waking up to that. That's the facts. So yeah, you have no problem with being alone. Somebody wants to do fucking spells all day, every day. Well, guess what? They're going to be exactly Whatever type of illusion they try to put you in is exactly what's going to manifest upon them. They're going to be involved in these unhealthy, unhappy marriages that's going to fail continuously and relentlessly with third-party situations because it's not the truth. You need to trust into your intuition at this time. I'm not even going to go by the universe, because even though this is a universal card along with the world, which I don't have the world card here, but what I'm getting here is with the Wheel of Fortune. Make sure that you trust your intuition at this time and keep on moving forward with the Six of Swords. Someone's refusing to reach out to you. Someone's refusing to reach out to you. That's what I'm getting with the Page of Pentacles reverse. They're refusing to reach out to you because they continuously think about you all the time, but yet they're not taking any action to actually do something about something that they may feel for you. They only feel the loss of you is what it looks like to me with the Five of Pentacles. They feel the loss of you and literally are trying to be involved in this connection that they really don't have any interest in, but yet have interest towards you now that you're single and independent, and you emotionally are independent also. And that right there has caused a lot of friction behind the scenes with the Five of Wands. The only person that's in this Eight of Swords energy with the Moon card is the one that's continuously trying to create this illusion as if you're going to have a fresh start together. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're already detached with the Devil reversed. I don't know what part these witches don't understand about this. This energy is irrelevant. It's a disgrace to the spirit world, and it's a disgrace to God's kingdom. I know many people out there may look at tarot cards as if it's not good vibrational energy or whatever, but it has nothing to do with tarot, okay? I don't care what these individuals have learned out there. You need to have your own beliefs, number one, because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read it exactly how it is. Tarot has nothing to do with this being evil. It literally reveals what is being done that you cannot detect with the physical eyes. And this right here, the only way to figure out how witchcraft is being used on you, if witchcraft is being used, is through tarot cards. That's the facts. That's the only way to know, to actually know. But there's also another trick you could do with two matches in a cup, I want to say. And if they cross each other or get around it, something along them lines. I don't want to give the wrong information. But there's a lot of things to where you can figure out if someone's trying to do a love spell or whatever it is on you. There's ways to figure that out. But the number one way to figure out if love spells or any form of witchcraft is being used, pick up some tarot cards. If you pull this card right here with the Eight of Swords, that right there is a clear indication of it. Especially with this right here. That's exactly what that is. This is how it would look like this. With the Eight of Swords, that would be a binding ritual. That's exactly what that is. Once again, this is boring. This is repetitive and boring. Whoever you are, Queen of Cups, I'm proud of you. Whoever this Queen of Cups is in the upright, I'm not talking about this energy right here. Nah, this energy right here does not deserve any acknowledgement. Whoever this Queen of Cups is that's in this energy, now you could be a earth sign and still be a Queen of Cups. Whoever's in this Queen of Cups energy, I'm very proud of you because you're intuitive and you're listening to your intuition and you're not falling for some type of illusion. Okay? There's a female that's incredibly smart here by using her intuition and allowing her intuition to guide her. You are somebody that's connected to the Lord. That's the type of energy I respect, and that is rare to have in these times, yeah. I know you can't really take tarot seriously, but I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I channel energy accurately. And whenever it comes to this Queen of Cups energy right here, this is a very rare energy to be found in these times with someone that's actually legitimate and genuine, that has an intuition, that don't do anything to betray her intuitive powers, but uses them for healing and uses them for the greater purposes rather than trying to get somebody connected to them because they don't need nobody to start with. There's a Queen of Cups that's financially independent and also emotionally independent. And that right there, I'm going to tell you exactly why this Queen of Cups is in that energy is because they're healed. They're healed. Simple as that. Look like to me you on the wrong channel. You want to question what this is. You know exactly what this is because the content is out there. Simple as that. But anyways, collective, getting back to this read here. If you're a Queen of Cups, you may be an earth sign. I'm also channeling heavy Virgo energy. I'm also channeling heavy Aries energy too. I don't have the Emperor card here, but I'm channeling heavy Aries energy. You could be an Aries masculine. That's what I'm getting. Or a feminine. Or you could just be the dominant type. I'm getting that very heavily. Bro, these energies fail to realize that there's a sweet side to you. It's not that you're this mean, obnoxious person. You are just somebody that has a guarded nature of yours. With this Queen of Cups energy, you have a guarded nature of yours. And the only one that will be able to see your sweet side is somebody that is trusted enough for you to literally drop your guard to. And this situation right here don't involve that. This Queen of Cups is not dropping her guard for shit. I'll tell you that right now. She's very secretive, and that could be kind of intimidating. But it's only for the ones that know that they can't manipulate you. That's who's intimidated by it. You don't see him. I like how I say that. Hey, you don't see him. Simple as that, bro. I mean, I don't know what other way to put this message here. This could also go for a King of Cups, or it could also go for a Queen of Cups. It could be both sides. But there's a Queen of Cups here that is very intuitive, that listens to their intuition, that knows whenever a third party is involved. She knows that. This is a female here that's very intuitive. This is someone that is listening to her intuition when other people may be in her ear trying to tell her otherwise. She's not listening to these friends because they ain't her friends to start with. She knows that. She sees right through these people. I'm proud of you, Queen of Cups. It's rare for me to pull in the energy like this of somebody that's actually legitimate and genuine, that's connected to their spiritual side, and is connected and is loyal to themselves. They don't need anybody. That right there will be intimidating to other people, but somebody that is healed respects that energy. And I'm not one of the ones that's going to sit there and spruce up these egos and none of that. This ain't no ego involved. This is someone's spirit. They have a genuine spirit. They ain't nothing to do with the ego. And I'm not one to freely hand out compliments on a surface level either. I pay attention to the energy and the spirit that I'm channeling here through these cards. This is a genuine spirited person right here that's very intuitive. And it's rare to find somebody like that. Rare. They're not toxic at all with the devil reverse. But there's some toxic energy that may be trying to intrude with this individual, and other people trying to get in her ear as to tell her she's not listening. She's listening to her intuition. To stay single and avoid this situation right here. You're doing the right thing. I'm telling you, you're doing the right thing. And the universe is on your side too. Lady. You could also, I'm also being guided to tell a Queen of Cups that may be a water sign. Could be either a Cancer or Pisces. You may be feeling like you may be around people that may not like you, but they smile in front of your face. You are literally seeing something with your spirit, like your gut feeling is picking up something that's unsettling around these individuals right here with this Three of Cups reverse. This is not really your friends. This is some females here with the Three of Cups reversed. This is all of what's going on. That's what you're channeling intuitively, Queen of Cups. You're picking that up intuitively. So you're definitely detaching from lovers that, well, not really lovers, but people that are trying to come across as lovers to you, that are also trying to beat around the bush and trying to be way too nice to you. Which I'm not saying you have to be mean to be attractive to somebody. No, you ain't got to be mean at all. But when it comes to being a bit too nice, there's something beyond that, bro. I'm telling you. Now, does that mean being mean to somebody, like be mean to somebody for no reason? No, indeed, it does not. See, a lot of people think that you got to be mean to somebody in order for somebody to be drawn to you. It's about being a challenge. It's about being a challenge. And being a challenge is nothing about being mean. It's all about rejecting something that you really don't want to do. Somebody asks you to do something, politely decline it. No. That's what you do. Because most people would think that they could try to win over somebody like this with trying to be a bit too, how can I say this with the Six of Wands reverse, a bit too much of a show off. And that's going to instantly have this individual see through what's really going on. They could care less about the money. They could care less about the social media attention. They could care less about friends. They don't even have them to start with because they already see through these individuals. This Queen of Cups is laughing at them. She's sitting there to herself smiling like, I see it. I see it for what it is. Y'all ain't fooling me. Good. 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 Y'all, I'm trying to get that. There's something on my camera lens. I know somebody mentioned that the other day. I know it can't come off. See, look, it don't want to come off. The camera lens is scratched in a way. It's scratched. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue with this read here. That's all it is, collective. Hold on. All right, there we go. But anyways, y'all, getting back to the read here. There's a situation where, like I was saying before, you're not entertaining some type of social media attention. You could care less about social media. You don't even like attention is what I'm getting. No, you don't. No, you don't. Bro, if you're okay with being alone, you could care less about this right here. You could care less about that. That's what I'm getting. There may also be somebody that may be still in love with you that may be the same way. You also don't like social media attention either. So the both of y'all don't like attention. Y'all don't like that. Y'all like being alone. And if some of you out there has separated from somebody that agreed, like y'all both went y'all own ways, this individual knows that you're not controlling either. With the Five of Pentacles, you're not controlling. You're a very strong individual. Very, very strong. That's what I'm getting here for this message. I'm also seeing somebody trying to sway this individual's intuition, trying to have them disconnected from their intuition. And this individual is sticking with what their intuition keeps telling them to do. And this has caused a lot of conflict because these individuals right here want you with what they're doing with the Three of Cups reversed. These are cheaters here. These are cheaters. These are people that would never have a stable connection. I'm going to tell you exactly like it is. They would never have a stable connection because it's all about attention for them. And you, on the other hand, are not about that with the Six of Wands reverse. So basically, you're not superficial. You're spiritual. You don't need nobody, quite frankly. Nine of Pentacles, you don't even need friends to start with this, not with the Three of Cups reverse. You don't need nobody. So what the hell these individuals think they're going to try to talk you into being with a lover with when you don't even need them to start with? You don't see it. These cards do intrigue me, yeah, because this is a different message for once. This is a different message here. Whenever I pull in different energies and messages, my face lights up, my whole energy lights up because I like things that are different. When I have a different energy that comes through the cards, I love the hell out of that because that right there creates a change within the energies, especially when it comes to the spiritual energies, you know? Even if it is negative, it's way better than those other reads I used to do. I'm not doing those reads anymore. I could read energies like this because there's there's the right balance between the negative side and the positive side. You always gonna have negativity out there, bro. No matter which way you look at it. I know people want to live in this sunshine and rainbow. Oh well, yeah, everything. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, damn it. It's not. And if you come to this channel looking for ice cream or whatever the hell it is, or rainbow pops, whatever it's called, you ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get it. You're not going to get it. Because if it was meant to be that way, then we wouldn't have any lessons to learn, correct? You have to have a negative experience. You have to be around some form of negativity in your life in order to evolve from it. Because that's what creates friction. But most people think negativity is what forms a bond. But that right there, you can indeed form a bond with a bit of negativity. That is another fact. You cannot have a perfect connection with somebody either. It ain't going to happen, bro. You ain't going to find that out there. Now, will you find somebody that you will be highly compatible with, but yet have disagreements here and there? Indeed, you will. But there's always going to be a bit of negativity that's going to be in the connection. But are you strong enough to stand through that together rather than wanting to turn your back, be quick to turn your back and leave? When things become a challenge, that's when you really see people's true colors. You're not going to have an all the way positive side on this side of the scales because that's going to imbalance the scales. You cannot always have a positive side of things. You're going to have some negativity involved. Now, does it mean it has to get to this point right here? No, it does not. You have to set boundaries when it comes to that, when it goes overboard. Now, when it comes to having a disagreement or a heated argument or whatever, because of the energies being imbalanced, that can be fixed. That can be fixed. But this is a situation right here to where someone is trusting their intuition to keep moving forward. That's what I'm getting. If someone's intuition is guiding them to not communicate with people that they once seen as friends, because they're now seeing that all this is doing is creating a lot of friction and drama. And they're also being guided to be single at this time with the Nine of Pentacles here. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, I see through these subliminal messages. And I'm going to still continue to read, too. But yeah, just like I was saying before, collective, with this energy right here and the Ten of Pentacles being in reverse and the Six of Wands reverse, Three of Cups reverse. Matter of fact, let me cut this off. There we go. I'll fix that real quick. This is a situation right here to where this energy is not going to be entertaining something over the media. And definitely backing away from a friend group here is what it looks like. They're not even listening to people that's trying to have them go against their intuition. They only want you to go against your intuition because they're not connected to theirs. And by them not listening to their intuition, that's why they're always involved in this drama and conflict with other people that they may be involved with romantically. Because they're not loyal. They're not loyal enough to actually take it to the next step and to better their connection with a marriage or a commitment. Not whenever you have other people involved. Ain't gonna happen. What else is going on here, Holy Spirit? What else is going on here? The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you out there are moving on to new opportunities with the Ace of Pentacles. We have two aces here. Some of you are definitely starting fresh. You're not going back to the past or a past person. But I mainly see you just focusing on a new beginning, whatever that may be. This could be have something to do with your spirituality side for some of you. I don't really see y'all focusing on love. There's too much illusions in these times to start with to actually have something that's legitimate. I'm not saying everybody is involved with that, just like I said before, but there's just too many illusions going on. Now, when I say illusion, I'm going to tell you what illusion is. People that try to present themselves out to be a happy couple are really not over the media. That would be an illusion. They're just looking for attention and approval from the media. So in reality, it's an illusion of what they're trying to make love out to be when it's not legit. It's not a legitimate connection, because why do they need other people's approval and all these likes on their pictures to start with? Shit ain't real. The fakest of the fake. I'm going to tell it like it is, too. Shit, that's even worse than being cheated on, if you want my honesty, because you're literally being used for other people's approval, but not really from the individual that you're supposed to originally be with. You're not really being loved properly by them. So that right there is betraying you and having you literally feel like you're a trophy of some sort. You're not really being valued as an individual with that spiritual side, or being valued as who you are as a character. It's all about the front with the Six of Wands reverse. Yeah, if you're a spiritual person that this is resonating with, you're disinterested in all this right here. But there's also another side to it too, with the Moon card and the Eight of Swords. Some of you out there know when someone is not genuine spiritually also. That's what I'm getting with the Moon and the Eight of Swords. You know when people aren't genuine spiritually. So therefore, you're better off for being in the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups energy, which is emotionally independent and financially independent. But when it comes to your emotional well-being, you don't need to rely on anybody else for your happiness with the Nine of Cups. And this right here is irritating a lot of energies around you. This is definitely irritating them because it's like they want you to follow their leadership qualities, but they have none. With the Six of Wands reverse, if there was a true leader through a situation, then they would be in this energy that you're in. So they're literally trying to project something as if you are supposed to follow their lead, but yet they're not doing anything to actually lead a situation with the Six of Wands reversed. You're actually the leader here. And this energy don't like that. You will be the one that other feminines look up to be loyal. To be loyal and to be spiritual and connected to their intuition. And to be a good person to your lover. These are the energies right here that are not like that. They're the exact opposite. There will be ones that will be quick to cause arguments for no legitimate reason. Project things on the individual. And you're the exact opposite of that with this Queen of Cups here. You're not anything like that. And you are seeing through everything here with the Moon card. You're very smart, very intelligent, and very intuitive. And you use a lot of your energy when it comes to intuitive intelligence. You see through all these patterns here. Therefore, you're just better off for being alone with the Nine of Pentacles here. And if you want my honesty, you are. Why am I getting this energy right here? It's better off for being alone at this time. Okay, there could be somebody from your past that is genuine, that was genuine towards you. You may have your mind on somebody from the past, or somebody from the past may have their mind on you that wants to come back. But you are two genuine energies that don't need anybody else around, is what I'm getting. So just like I said earlier, there's two people here. It could be you and somebody else. You definitely have somebody else from the past that wants to come back to you, but they are legitimate. So if somebody try to get involved in some type of new connection or whatever it may be, this was just nothing but superficiality. It was just about attention. And somebody's not taking that too lightly about the attention because they really don't need this attention. They don't need people around them. They don't need nothing. And that right there is, that will come across that this individual's cold-hearted. This is an energy that's not going to be emotionally expressive until they're in front of an individual that they feel like they can express that to. Other than that, they're detached. They're disinterested. So there could be somebody from your past, or you may be somebody from someone's past that wants to go back to you. You could go back to somebody from the past with the Eight of Cups reversed. But this is genuine, though. This is genuine past energy, especially with that card in the upright position and this in reverse. There's somebody that you know of that's very familiar to you that is in the same type of energy as you are, that could care less about the attention. They don't like the attention. What else is going on here? What's this card? Seven of Swords reversed. This is also somebody that knows that they could be honest with you. They could have felt at one time it was uncomfortable to be honest with you. But now they're seeing a different side of things that it's better off for them to be honest. Because them creating illusions or whatever is not going to get them nowheres but in a connection like this. That has absolutely nothing to it. There's no substance here to this connection. Nothing but social media attention. It's hollow. So they could end up coming back and being honest with you. You can end up hearing from somebody from the past that comes back and ends up coming clean about something and is honest with you with the Seven of Swords reversed. Or you could have heard from somebody from the past that you've detached from. What's going on with this individual from the past, Holy Spirit? They're not juggling. It's all about juggling back and forth. They're not juggling you and somebody else. No, they're not. Clarify the Two of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, they have been enlightened or something. Pisces energy. They have been enlightened or something. They shouldn't have never juggled you and somebody that they chose over you. That is all about social media attention, and they're not comfortable with that at all. I'm also getting this individual may not be doing manipulation or magic on you, especially if they're in this Queen of Cups or King of Cups energy. They may not be doing that because of these cards that are clarifying that they're not dishonest. They just feel like they can't get you off their subconscious mind. This is the subconscious. But they may have a fear that you may think that they're still involved in that. And to be honest with you, they was involved with that. That's what ended them up in this hollow connection of a dream. See, this is everybody's dream, to have the nice home, the nice things or whatever, and have social media attention. But if somebody is spiritual, that's not going to set right with their spirit. They're going to feel like something is missing eventually. So this individual feels like you're home to them. Wow, this situation right here has them feeling completely out of place. And it took them a long time to wake up to that. This individual also knows that they ain't juggling you and this individual because you have already detached from them. And the both of y'all, as of now, are left out in the cold with no closure. This individual feels like there's no closure. Yeah. So this individual feels like there's no closure. With the Wheel of Fortune being here, that is a good energy, to be honest with you. That means something turned in your favor. I don't really see this individual juggling you and somebody else. I don't see that at all. Especially if they have been enlightened, they see things for what they are. And since this individual is seeing it for what it really is, then I do see this individual coming back and being honest with you. With the Seven of Swords reverse. And they could tell you about all this too. But at the same time, this individual don't need to be telling you about what the hell they have woken up to with this other hollow connection. If they come back, they need to leave this situation alone because you already know. You're an intuitive person. You already know. I'm going to just be real about it. Anybody that this individual has been dealing with ever since y'all separated from each other, stay in the past. That's how you draw boundaries with this situation. You don't let this individual come to you about anybody that they had romantically or was romantically involved with because that's disrespectful to you. You tell them right then and there, I don't want to hear nothing about your past. I don't want to hear nothing about the person that you was with. What happened between you and them is going to stay between you and them. Now, if you don't like that, you can walk away. This ain't about having this energy that somebody woke up to here with the Hangman card. I'm not saying be rude to the individual, but just be straightforward about it. Tell them exactly like it is and be detached. Some of you out there, you're already detached. You tell it like it is. I'm not interested in hearing anything about anybody that you had involvement with whenever me and you was away from each other. It's a fresh start between you and them, not you and other people. That's how you could tell that you're confident on the situation. You're not interested in hearing that. It's already been done. It's over with. The minute that they chose this other situation over you, it already happened. So what's the point talking about it? That's the way I look at the situation. If this individual does come back to you, it needs to be a fresh start only between you and them. They don't need to bring up nothing about what they did with this individual or what this and that, this and that. Now they could tell you about them literally realizing that they're spiritual or whatever, that their spiritual side is still there. But as far as talking about this other, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with that. That right there is gonna cause an imbalance again, because it's gonna come across if they're using you, something along the lines of using you or whatever. This individual straight up lied to you. And their lies got them in a toxic connection. It has them thinking about this very deeply. It's on their subconscious. With the moon and the 8 of swords, this is on their subconscious. And they're thinking about this continuously. And just like I said earlier, bro, if somebody tries to come back and they try to bring up what they did with this other person, it's already done with. This person needs to understand it's about you and them. It's you and them. It's you and their connection. It's the both of y'all's connection. They could tell their family members about what happened between them and somebody else or whatever. Leave them to their family members or whoever they want to talk to about it. Let them talk to somebody else about it, not you about it, because that right there, that's not going to do anything. Now, it's best that they be honest with you or whatever, but when it comes to continuously talking about what they did with this other person and just continuously go overboard with it, that right there is going to create friction between the both of y'all. Because I'm sure you don't want to hear what they have done with this other person, possibly when you've seen it over the media. For some of you out there with a 6 of Wands reverse, all they need to do is come forward and say they lied to you. They lied to you. They did screw you over. That's all it takes. They're sorry for lying to you and sorry for screwing you over and not listening to you. That's all it takes. They don't have to get into this long, drawn out discussion. Bro, hey, you can't. I already know where this is going. And it ain't gonna go there. It ain't gonna go there, not with this damn read. I got news for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fixed sign. It ain't going there. Scorpio is in this energy here. It ain't going there. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? All they need to do is be honest. 7 of Swords reverse. And apologize, whatever they need to do. And if they want to start a new cycle with you, it can begin, but only with you and them. They don't need to drag this whole situation out to explain every damn thing of what they did with this other situation, because all it's going to do is have them continuously get in their head again. And that right there is going to cause them to have that in their subconscious, and therefore it's going to cause possibly this to happen with the 5 of Wands. If this individual is genuinely sorry and they have awakened to the fact that this brought them away from their spiritual side, because that's kind of what I'm getting to, then all they need to do is be direct and be honest about it, and just y'all move on from that. That's what I'm getting here. It don't need to be a long, drawn out explanation of what they have done the whole time in this other situation. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying be mean to the individual, but be straightforward about it. That's the only thing I could tell y'all. And if somebody really gives a F about you, they would drop it. They would drop it immediately. And y'all continue on talking to each other with just having a normal conversation between the both of y'all. Let's go ahead and see this past person's intentions real quick. I'm getting that this is on their subconscious. Them leaving this connection like that is on their subconscious. And they have been wanting to come back and tell you the truth. What is this past person's intentions towards this person? Judgment. To hold themselves accountable, possibly Scorpio energy. Some of you could have dealt with a Scorpio, don't have to be. Their intention is to possibly hold themselves accountable and tell you the truth. Because I'm getting that very heavily. Because it's been weighing down on their subconscious. What is this individual's intent, this past person's intentions towards this person? I've seen the Six of Cups again. Yeah, they want to return to you. The Ten of Wands reverse. Their intentions is to not burden you out or to stress you out. They're still not healed. They're not healed. They're not healed. Nine of Pentacles. They possibly want to be single. Queen of Pentacles here. Emperor reverse. I don't like this Emperor reverse. King of Pentacles reverse. Page of Wands. They do want to talk to you. That is the good news. They do want to communicate with you. But I don't really see you and this individual being in a connection. They want to be honest with you and bring justice to a situation. They do want to hold themselves accountable and actually talk to you. Queen of Wands reverse. We have the Ace of Wands reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Three of Swords reverse. The Four of Swords reverse. And we also have the Chariot reverse. This person wants to come back and be honest with you. That's what I'm getting. With the Justice and the Eight of Swords being in the same spread, this is giving me the vibes of jail. I sure hope this individual didn't have any involvement with doing something here, because they could be getting in trouble. With the Eight of Swords and the Justice card, it's going to be a Cancer getting in trouble, an Aries getting in trouble, a King of Pentacles reverse getting in trouble, or an Aquarius here in a reverse position. That's kind of what I'm getting. Why am I pulling in jail energy? With these two in the same spread, I can't help but read this energy that's coming out. Eight of Swords and the Justice, this is something about jail. And it's involving 4 energies here in reverse. King of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Wands reverse, Chariot reverse, and Emperor reverse. Why am I getting jail energy? Knight of Wands reverse, fire sign energy. Something about a fire sign. Let me go ahead and do a full read on that. Why am I getting jail energy? Clarify this 8 of Swords and Justice. Clarify this 8 of Swords and the Justice card. The Fool card at the bottom. 9 of Swords reversed. We have the Judgment reversed. We have the 3 of Wands reversed. We have the 7 of Swords reversed. We have the Queen of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Sun reversed. The 8 of Cups. The Page of Swords reversed. The World. The Death card reversed. So there's something that's definitely not over. 4 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the King of Swords. And we also have the 2 of Swords reversed with the Fool card. Someone wants to apologize to you about being misjudged or whatever, or misguided away from you is kind of what it seems like. Somebody could have been manipulated into being into a connection too. That's kind of what I'm getting also. And they feel like they're going to get in trouble for that. That's what I'm getting here. Sound like to me they was manipulated also. Because we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. There's definitely a cycle that's closing here with the World card. There's a cycle that will be closing. I'm getting the vibes that they could have been manipulated and being in this connection. And misguided away from you. We have the Page of Swords reversed in the World, but that's going to be ending. Will this past person return to this person? We have Justice and a Page of Wands, possibly so. Will this past person return to this person? Yes or no? Will this past person... Oh, they want to talk to you about something with the Justice card and the 8 of Swords? Will this past person return back to this individual? Yes or no? Ace of Pentacles reversed at the bottom. 2 of Wands reversed. The Knight of Swords reversed. 6 of Cups reversed. I'm not really getting no. 5 of Cups. 6 of Swords reversed. No, they're not. 10 of Pentacles reversed. 5 of Wands reversed. The 10 of Swords reversed. They're going to be getting in trouble. They're going to be getting in trouble. Page of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. They can say goodbye to that. 2 of Cups, and we have the 10 of Cups. reverse. They can say goodbye to that. That's what I'm getting. Look like to me somebody that's going to be helping you out with a situation that you're going to be with, that's going to give you the information on what this past person has been involved with these other individuals here. That's how this going to turn out. This is not good. Along with the moon card again, this is not good. Don't let tarot define if this individual's coming back, y'all. Because they could appear for out of nowheres. The Chariot. So why wouldn't this person be returning? Why wouldn't this person be returning? What's going on with the situation? Why wouldn't this person be returning? Ten of Cups reversed. Six of Swords. Ten of Wands reversed. We have the Sun reversed. Whatever this is going to be revealed with the Moon reversed. Cancer, Leo energy. Knight of Cups reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed. They're going to get some bad karma. Ten of Swords. Six of Wands reversed. Them being on their fucking high horse with the Six of Wands reverse here, trying to do things out the ego is going to get them in some trouble here. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Cups. The World reverse. It's their turn to experience delays for betraying you in the situation here is what it looks like. Four of Cups reverse, and we have the Two of Wands reverse. They're not going to have enough time to actually do that because of something being revealed. What is the cards of advice for the collective for this read? Knight of Swords reversed. Don't take any action towards this individual. I wouldn't communicate with them. I'm going to go ahead and see what the cards tell me. What is the cards of advice for the collective for this past person? Well, I look at this situation. If somebody really cared about you, bro, they would already be by your side and have gotten out of that situation that they was in. Cards of advice is to remain single. The Star card. The Two of Swords, you have a decision to make. Five of Cups. The Devil. Don't go back to this person. Don't go back to them. King of Pentacles. The Hangman, be patient. Be patient with the situation. Two of Pentacles reversed. The World reversed. So I definitely see that there's something that's not fully over between you and this individual. Seven of Cups reversed. Six of Wands reversed. The Page of Swords, be on guard. Turn your back. Turn your back and be on guard. Is what I'm getting. Be on guard, but also turn